Hey Linux friends, today's video is happening because a friend of the channel, a dear friend, a close friend, Luigi-X7Q, as he's called on the battlefield of life, asked the question. And you might send in a comment and I might answer. So give it away, send it. I might return with a video, who knows? So he said, hey brother, very good video. Thank you. I've recently switched to Linux and would like to know how to make my desktop terminal look like yours. It really looks amazing. Well, thank you. Let's jump in and take a look how I make it happen. Let's begin with the terminal that I use, Wezterm. Been using it for 6, 7, 8 months. Really like it. Subject to change, disclaimer, you never know. I might switch to Alacrity, Kitty, Ghosty, Tutidity, Ripidity. There are just so many great terminals out there, but it's an easy Flatpak install. I'll put a link in the description, but it's easy Googling as well. So it's just Flatpak install and then just run and you're off to the races. Let's look at the configuration file for Wezterm, and both for Wezterm and Lua, I'm going to put it on the blog, linux.ninja, but honestly, it's pretty basic and maybe boring for the people that are like really good at this, that are ricers. I just find something that works for me. And if it doesn't work, I change it or add something to it. But overall, I'm pretty basic because I just need to work and things need to work. So Wezterm.lua, let's check it out. So I'm not going to go over everything. I'm not going to teach you about Wezterm because the documentation on their website is really good. So my config size is 12, and this is the theme scheme. I'm scheming. See, I am terminally sexy. Google Dark. The config font. Let's look at later how you install a font if you don't know that, but I'm using the famous, maybe overused JetBrains Mono, but like it. So config window background opacity is 0.9. You should just play around with that value and find whatever works for you. So config hide tab bar if only one tab. See, let's go out of this and see now there's no tab. So I added another one. Now you can see the tabs and I can start switching away. Looks good, right? Because sometimes I just want a plain screen if I don't have many tabs. So that's how that works. Let's jump back in. Config height mouse cursor when typing. This is just, I did this because of YouTube. So I don't know if you need to do this, but here's the mouse. And honestly, when I'm recording and it's there, it's annoying for me. So as soon as I start typing, voila, it's gone. So gone. I really like that. Next thing, config default cursor style, steady underline. I do not like the whole blinking thing. You know, I drink enough caffeine and everything is just up here. I do not need like another blinking light in my life, reminding that it's fleeting. Config enable scroll bar true. I want a scroll bar. Window decorations, none. You can have, so that's the minimize, maximize, X close stuff. Audio bell is disabled. If you have audio bell enabled, we need to talk. I question your sanity. So this is how you comment out things in Lua. If you delete these two, let's see, that looks good. That looks, hey baby, how you doing? So I had this, so it depends. I'm gonna put this on the blog as well, but this is like the size of the window when it fires up, and I like it. Sometimes I comment it out when I'm recording, so that's why it's commented out. This is the can't remember right now, but I think it's the brightness of the text. So I increased it a bit, and here you have something that I commented out. So it's just if you want a picture that takes over the whole background. So it's not opacity. So you see your wallpaper. It's an actual image. And I have an image there. Sometimes I turn this on. It's a house that I want to buy in Luxembourg. And it's just kind of like a motivational thing for me. So now you know I'm pretty sad, actually. No. So this whole thing is going to go in the blog. But let's look at how we install fonts. If you don't know, it's just a quick tutorial. But before we begin installing fonts, you might be asking yourself, Arminator, why are we talking about installing fonts? Well, both Wezterm and the prompt that I'm using, by the way, Luigi said it looks amazing. They both need nerd fonts. So let's jump over to the prompt that I'm using, Starship. And if we scroll down here, you can see prerequisites, a nerd font installed. That's why I'm talking about this. So I'm just helping you out if you don't know how to install fonts. If you're not a beginner at that, don't flame me. I'm just here to like talk about stuff. So this is how I installed it via curl, the safest way on the internet. You can, of course, use Pacman, DNF, apt as much as you want. I use this method, but usually, like if you curl it or get it from GitHub or something, you might get a newer version. Not that I really care about that. Honestly, this was the first method that I saw, and I just did it. I did it. I'm guilty. I'll show you something. I don't think the interior decorators of the terminal world are going to be too happy with moi because, like I said, I keep things pretty basic. If they work, they just work. So this is the config file and the palette, the palette. I don't think I've even changed it from the default. Well, I've changed one thing. And like I said, if it just works, it works for me. But if it bugs me, I'll change it. There was only one thing that bugged me. So if we go to Git status, I changed this from lavender to red. That's all I did. So I just wanted the notification like this sucka right here to be like more in my face. With everything else, I was just happy. So I think that's the whole default config, but I might have changed something, but I'm going to put it on the blog, so it doesn't matter. Installing font, let's jump to it. Let's get to it. Let's go over here and click Nerd Font and downloads. Let's pick one. 3270 Nerd Font. Download on the way. It is done. Now let's jump over to downloads and unzip 3270 and let's just put it into 3270. And now it's been inflated. Move user share fonts. So this directory is system wide. So if you put it there, other users on your system can use the fonts. And of course, if you do that, you have to become sudo or root because you can't just write into that directory as Mr. Nobody. Since it's just all by myself on this machine, I'm just going to put it where it should be, according to me. Font. There it is. So, sorry. It's in the .fonts directory in your home. So let's just look at my home. My home. Here it is. .fonts in the home directory. And if it's not there, you can just create it. Next step is to add it to the font cage and with force and verbosity. That's what we like. Let's see, it's adding everything. Let's do Armin. Caching. Here it is. 9 fonts have been cached. Caching, show me the money. Now we use this command, font cache list, to see everything. And this, of course, looks horrendous, but I'm using an extra large font for Utopus. So let's do this and grep out 3270, was it? And I'll show you something. So what you need to do is use the font family name. Don't try to use like this. That's not going to work. And so pick the family name, which is this field right here. And let's just do nerd font mono, this one. Yeah, let's just use that one. So copy and let's do, and change it out. Let's first comment that out. Config font, Wezterm font, and edit like that. And like that. And now we're good to go. Ooh, that is so much better. Okay. Now you know how to change font. So I think the goal has been met. I think we've delivered what Luigi wanted, right? So you have the terminal, you have the prompt, and you know how to put in fonts. And the only thing that's really missing is the configuration for the shell. But that's a later thing. Nobody wants to talk about that. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope somebody out there learned something. Click like and subscribe and all that jazz. And write a comment down below if you want to about what terminal you use. Alacrity, Kitty, Ghosty, the Italian, anyways, appreciate you all. Until next time, ciao.